Oh my goodness gracious!
I wasn't expecting that.
It's authentic.
So it's authentic. There's no perpetrating. So
This is me. I ain't trying to be nobody else.
Blue Tigers Fitted show. Back at it again. Hello, world. Hello, all. Sounds like a Dick Clark dropping the ball kind of New Year's Eve thing. No?
Something like that.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Well, welcome to the goddamn show. Regular ass time. Start us off.
Yeah. I'm here, baby.
Good. No more one fucking liners like you did last week?
No, I don't remember what I did.
Oh, well, there it is.
Fuck it. Y'all can go back and listen to it.
How was your week, pal?
Well, it was good.
It's good?
It was a weird weather week.
Mm-hmm.
But what else is new?
That's it?
Good old mission.
Are you drained this weekend?
No.
Huh? A little full?
What do you, next question?
Just asking if you ran out of gas. Let's come back, sure.
Yeah, what up? Well,
Weird as fuck.
that was a weird way to start the day, but yeah.
Oh, well.
Okay. All right.
You know who you tuned into.
I guess that's true.
This is true. It's facts, man. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm chilling.
Chill like a villain, dog.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Slow motion, bro. Real slow motion.
Better
And
than
I
ours.
mean, it was just busy. You know how I go.
Hmm.
It's like all work.
Chicks haven't figured out how to switch that temperature control, huh? Like, bitch, when I come home, the heat better be on 68. Why is the heat always on 74?
Listen, it ain't time to be touching the heat. Come on now.
The heat definitely had to get touched last week, bro. Got down to like 22 degrees here one night. I'm like, oh, yep, it's freezing.
Yep.
Anytime you see your own breath in the house, it's goddamn cold, my man.
Oh, shit. Didn't get that. Okay. All right.
Got cold up in here where I'm at.
I ain't mad. Hey.
Might can turn the heat on.
I'm like, no, sweatpants. No. Oh, yeah, that's a jack move in a whole nother episode. However,
I did mine once. My heat once.
yeah.
One day I woke up and like, damn, it's frosty in the motherfucker up in here.
Did you turn the heat up from your phone from the comfort of your own bed? You got one of those little Nest thermostat shits?
I ain't there yet.
Neither am I.
Will be.
White people get out their beds. Don't
Or
get out
somebody
their
wants
beds.
to donate or
That would be awesome.
start a GoFundMe.
No more
I'll tell you
GoFundMes.
how it works.
No more
Oh shit, it's better
GoFundMes.
than to start one for. Never mind.
There it is.
I won't do it.
Michael Jackson.
Nope.
Do it
I'm not
again.
gonna do it. I'm not gonna
I'm
do it.
great.
I
Internet's.
thought Sharm did the fucking monkey and shit. Here no
even see that.
What the fuck?
If you could see
I was
him,
like,
internet's.
who's doing that?
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
But engineer is doing great. I hope I don't sound like a goddamn robot.
No, you sound okay.
Oh, just okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I will hope he sounds great, but shout out to the Blue Tigers Fitted Network.
shout out to that. What is that?
'Cause,
Regular last time.
It's fucking awesome. That's what the fuck it is.
Fucking awesome.
Get on that shit. It's part of the Resident Evil Umbrella Corporation. That's a joke. Okay, so anywho, so yeah, but no, shout out to the homie LV.
Daily Brew.
The Daily Brew.
Right.
If you want to know what the
Coffee life
finest
specials
of
are.
coffees is,
And life hacks. You know what I'm saying? There's an episode he's got on last week. It's Life After Death is what he titled it. Started off the show. You got to listen to it. It's only 19 minutes, but it's dope. 19 minutes. Started off the show with playing Biggie and his experience grabbing the actual tape, Life After Death, right? And all of that. And then transitioned it into a positive spin where he was talking about, life insurance. And the importance of that. He wasn't trying to sell you life insurance or tell you who to go through, just kind of opening up some people's eyes and ears. So that's dope. When you get a chance, definitely check out Brother LV over there at the Daily Brew. Smooth content. And of course, the young old ladies, because I said, they were like, everybody in here is 30 and up, right? Allegedly. So shout out to the old young ladies also joining the network, Blue Tigers Fitted Network, the G-Spot podcast. Dope pod there. Interesting ladies. Talking about sex, relationships, women, men, chicks, childs,
Just random shit like we do.
but it's on a female perspective type
Very
thing.
true.
So yeah, you know, if you're a female and you don't enjoy any of these niggas' voices that you're hearing now, including my own, you can head over to the G Spot podcast and hear Natalie and tell me more on IG, Chantel, something like that.
They're both on SoundCloud.
They are.
iTunes,
They are.
All that good stuff.
All that great stuff, man. All under the Blue Tigers Fitted umbrella, and you gotta love it. All under the network. We're doing a takeover, internet. So stay tuned. God damn it. So yeah. All right, let's jump it off. First half. Can't even see what the fuck's behind me. Go ahead, Jerm.
Well, the board reads so-called conspiracy theories, and I think I know where it was going. I think it's more or less about. I think it's about the era of fake news we live in.
Fake news.
And how everything is a conspiracy within 5 seconds of it happening.
Do you think it's just more, you know, it's like that more because of social media and because of just the access it has? So I feel like there's always been fake news.
There's always been rumors, but right now it's so rampant. Like you can't even get 2 minutes to sort out the actual truth before.
Right. You think that's the white man's plan to confuse us all?
I don't think it's the white man's plan.
Well, you know what happened, right? So a lot of us don't know, but they've been giving out CSI courses.
CSI
for free, right?
Like the TV show?
Yeah.
Crime.
So, and you know, internal investigation. Everybody has become a private investigator, a professionally certified degree, FBI, all this. They know everything that happened just because of whatever reason.
Okay,
that was complete bullshit. So
yeah, I'm just listening to.
But is what everybody seems like these days. That's what they are.
They're crime investigator.
I saw this. I normally don't look at the videos, but you know, old girl in the freezer or whatever. And
wait,
what? I don't know her, so whatever the fuck. It's all good. I had a guy. There was a guy on Facebook. He literally spent. He had a 2-hour long video of different. He posted. He made a lot. You know how people like those shows?
Boards.
They'll put like the boards and they got the lines going from the
flow chart, like a flow chart. Yeah.
He had that, and he was going through point by point on what he had a whiteboard. He was writing different topics. What the fuck are y'all doing with y'all day that y'all have the time to take 2 hours out to break down something off of however long that initial video was? A minute long video.
How many views he got though?
I don't know.
And for the record, you're talking about Kanika Jenkins, right?
Yes.
Young lady was found in the freezer.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, you know, you got people that's dedicating their time to doing that.
Okay.
To something that their input has no value to anything.
It's got
on the
value
world.
to somebody.
No,
Yeah, it does.
It has
It
no
does.
value because you have literally like 1/2% of all the information.
Yeah. So,
You know what I mean?
it has value to the people that gives a fuck about 1.5% of shit. And to me, it was just like I was sitting here and I'm scrolling through so I could skip through just to see. I'm like, if something changes, is his father is one of the people on the investigation team that's getting paid to do something. But no, he just said, stay woke, and this is the facts. The man is out to get you. And that's it. He hit end, and that was the end of the fucking video. I don't understand. It was so many things I saw wrong with that. Besides the obvious, you literally that took some time to do. You could have did anything more. You could have went and fed a homeless fucking person. You could have.
When's the last time you
fucking
fed a
cut your
homeless
mom's cut your
When was the last time you fed a homeless
last
person?
week? No bullshit. And
Would you give you a scrap? See you go, bitch. I'm not gonna take this home with me. Take these home to your family. Don't be prideful. Don't be prideful.
Like you.
The filet mignon was too much that night. So
Wait, why can't he feed the homeless people?
Now it's too good. Oh, you didn't go back, order the shit. And then if I would have did that, he'd be like, oh, you trying to be old extra ass nigga.
No.
And then if I would have gave him some money, oh, he would have just went and used it for drugs.
That he would have. That's correct.
Nobody listen to what the fuck you
I'm
talking
just saying,
about
you
right now.
didn't feed a goddamn homeless a week ago. Filet mignon.
Tico's the type of person that wave some money out the window and pull off on.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you almost got it.
Tico's the type of motherfucker get homeless people gum so they can chew it and they still be hungry and shit like Dave Chappelle said and shit.
Yeah.
That's this nigga. Tico is the ultimate asshole when it comes to shit like that.
He told on himself.
Yeah, he did. You definitely did.
Anywho,
you ain't feed nobody. Nigga, you ain't around me 24/7. You don't know what the fuck I do. You sound like one of those conspiracy ass people and shit.
Right?
Filet mignon Tom. Go ahead.
Fake news.
Right.
Fake news.
Fake news ass nigga. So, these people need to find something better to do with their time. You can contribute more to the world than that. If it wasn't that, it was the Vegas, shooting. Rest in peace to all of those people. But, you had different fucking people saying, oh, it was a bomb in this casino and it was another shooter. Then you had people saying, no, you saw the police go up in the room and it was the police officers that were shooting at people. And then you got like, oh yeah, Trump's guy was there and made him do it because it was something coming up. Oh, because the Puerto Rico thing was going on. So he needed a diversion and all this stuff like that. It's like, I get it. Okay, I get it. But at the same thing, some things just happen the way they happen. There was actually a really fucked up guy mentally he was a millionaire apparently from gambling and shit. He stockpiled up guns, took them up to a room, bust out the window and started shooting at people. That shit is straightforward. I don't understand why people.
Because that's hard.
It's already
that's hard
enough
to digest, bro. You can't just tell me one man is just gonna lose it. Bang out a weapon and just start firing on people. That's fucked up. Like, you can't fathom that.
If it's people that can't fathom shit like that in today's age of all the fucked up shit that's
like
going on normally, whatever. Say you got Trump making fun of retarded people or grabbing bitches' pussies and shit. This nigga's a president. So if you're shocked by that, you are null and void to the fucking world. Like, you're living in some kind of fantasy land that's just like, come on, man. This shit.
Wise words from a regular man.
Time's world is very dark. I don't want to.
Dark. It's just this actually happened. I ain't saying it's dark. I'm not saying like, oh no, that really didn't happen. Those people really didn't. Yes, motherfuckers died. That's tragic.
That has to be in your consciousness now. That's fucked up, right? You go to a big public outing, you have to think of that shit. Mm-hmm. That it might be a crazy motherfucker over here with a high-powered weapon aiming to shoot at me. Personally, I'm more afraid of these motherfuckers with drones because you don't know where they coming from, what they doing, but that's a whole nother issue. All I'm saying is I find it far-fetched when people, like this Vegas guy, they said it was a lot of people, it was probably 2 shooters, all this kind of stuff. They don't want to say or believe that one man could just go off the deep end and do it. I don't know why. I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't matter why, because he did the shit. It's done. It doesn't matter why. But I don't think it's such a conspiracy 5 seconds later to say a man just lost his shit. A man with too much money, too much freedom in America just lost his shit and went in. Too much freedom. And he just fucking went crazy. Now there's people out here that's, saying it's a, like you said, product of this, that, and the third. And it's like, yo, this shit happened 2 weeks ago. Like, let's get some more facts, some more evidence. But it doesn't help when like the Vegas police are changing the timeline of events, saying this shit happened at this.
See, why do you think that is?
Because they don't know yet. They're being influenced by social media and all this kind of shit. Mm-hmm. They're still human. So I think information spreads way too fast to be helpful. It's more hurtful when this shit like that.
So you don't believe in the conspiracies at all?
I believe in
conspiracy.
I believe in some. I don't believe in the convenient ones like Kanika Jenkins. I think that's way too convenient that the man would target a poor black girl from Chicago and have her murdered at some big time hotel and stick her in the freezer. I can't say I don't know what the hell happened, but I don't think it's that elaborate to, some people say it is, but that's just me.
I mean, the thing with that is like, you can look up, actual facts or statistics on other things that's happening. You got tens of thousands of missing black women in the country. You got all this shit like that. And then, you don't have people taking their time to show these videos about that shit. They talking about this, and it's like, I don't get how, I wouldn't get the whole grand scheme of how the man works any fucking way. But at the same point, it's some shit to change. I would think it's some shit to change the fucking world, is, to influence the world. I don't understand how the man would do this little thing, to invest this amount of money in somebody when the actual facts are coming out. She told her mom she was going somewhere she didn't. She changed her clothes when she left out. I mean, I know from personal experience, I've been part of, back in the day, parties where people did that. You know, oh yeah, my mom think I'm here. I mean, I got person sitting across me knows that shit. Or we covered for each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing shit we weren't supposed to. So it's just like, you know, I just don't I don't get with it.
There's a lot of them out there though. That's my problem. I think Facebook's ruining the game.
Come on now, you can't just blame one outlet. That you blame TMZ.
You can blame a lot of outlets.
Blame
that's
Samsung,
true. Twitter,
blame Apple,
Instagram, shit.
Got the phones and the equipment to use it on. Shit, there it is.
No, I get it. I mean, you can blame a lot of people who hold a lot of blame, but that's the problem.
So then, taking it back, do you believe old boy didn't fucking danced on the moon, walked on the moon?
I believe he went to the moon. Why?
Do you believe the shit? Conspiracy theory, right? They were saying how like, oh, there's supposed to be no gravity in space.
Right.
Look at the fucking flag wave in the shadow. If a man's sitting this way, television's this way, pointing east, the motherfucker should be standing north. This picture, he's southeast. Like, you know, there's shit out there like that. Like this, like there was air. So like literally, this nigga went to like a TV studio, was on and fucking.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Prior to green screen, and was just sitting there like landed on the moon.
Well, here, all right. So you bring up the moon, all right? That's the past. I get that.
Right?
You can say that, right? Okay. But the thing now is they want to send a motherfucker to Mars, and that's supposed to happen in like the next 10, 15
how you
years.
know that shit ain't happened already.
Here's my thing. If we ain't put a motherfucker on the moon, according to you and some conspiracy theorists, is it real that we're going to put a man on Mars, quote unquote? Because that's going to happen in our lifetime, I feel like. So we get to answer that question all over again. Yo, is this shit real? Is this some CGI shit? Is this motherfucking Lucasfilms doing this? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Way back, you know.
This shit look like the last Star Wars.
It's the same shit with the hit. Okay, so look at the movie Hidden Figures then. Where the fuck were them chicks at?
They were hidden.
Hidden like a motherfucker, right? That's what I'm saying.
But that's not a conspiracy.
You got all this conspiracy shit to make me think that these white people were smart enough to do X, Y, Z and had the goddamn shit. And lo and behold, it's goddamn Mary McLeod Bethune and shit is, you got the goddamn algorithm figured out.
Yeah, they don't want to tell you that. They don't. No. I get that. That is a conspiracy.
What that got to do with conspiracy theory though?
I don't think
because we all used to black people not getting recognized for what they did. That's like facts. That ain't no fucking.
That's just part of the game.
Theory. Yeah. That's just what it is. Especially back then. That's not a shock.
I saw
that. I was like, duh. I mean, it was fucking.
Bitch, you enjoyed the movie. Shut your ass up.
It was fucking 60s. It's like,
yeah, you shouldn't be surprised.
I'm not surprised by that shit at all. Like at fucking all.
So why'd you even go, nigga?
Why did I go? But that's not a what are you talking about?
That's not a conspiracy theory. That's just a conspiracy quote. You know, in a sense, like they hush these black women.
So that's the same thing with. Okay, so then the 9/11 shit, then right?
That's a whole nother.
You don't think that's a conspiracy theory?
No.
Come on now, pal.
No comment.
I'm just simply saying it's like that, right? Like.
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
Well, here's the plane. It hit sideways, and if it's wind, and
all
it imploded.
Is this: if you follow engineering and the way things blow up, explode, burn,
break down,
it doesn't add up. But that's a whole nother issue.
Conspiracy,
right? Now that's
Tom. Back me up here, pal.
Now listen, there's people out here that believe in what's my man name? The white dude, crazy white dude, Alex Jones. He's out here putting out shit like,
oh yeah,
water turning the frogs gay and shit like this. Like that kind of nonsense is the shit we don't need out here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dead ass on that, Tom. You laughing, but he actually got a story.
What the fuck does it matter if a frog is gay?
It doesn't.
Affleck, Affleck.
He's one of them dudes that always blames the government. Like, so it's the government's fault that the water's fucked up, not a frog's gay. Yo, I don't know what to say about it.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, so you get that kind of shit, and that's dangerous because it feeds the rhetoric of people who want to believe dumb shit. And we, black folk, minorities, all that shit, we get victimized. Like that pizza shop that got shot up in during the whole presidential campaign. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a pizza shop in D.C. that some idiot on the internet said they were running like a pedophilia scheme out of it. So some whack job from way out came out of nowhere, just shot the fucking pizza place up. None of this shit was true. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit.
Innocent bystanders.
Yeah. So, damn. Fake news. I hate when Trump says it. That pisses me off because he only said when the shit is true. But fake news is a fucking problem. It really is. A lot of people don't know how to spot it. That's the problem.
Well, it's not gonna ever stop.
It's not. But you got to be smarter as a person. If you're a consumer of information, you can't just go off one thing.
But that's the thing, though. A lot of people aren't consumers of they're consumers of whatever is most convenient information. You don't have people that'll take the time to go, oh, he said this.
Yeah,
Let me
detail.
go actually see if this is actually true. You don't have people; they'll just read whatever that headline.
The headliners, yeah.
You know, they'll read the headline. Oh, he said that he wasn't doing this, so this, that, the other happened, and it's like you didn't even actually read the main story. Because I mean, you know, a lot of news outlets they're trying to get ratings. They're trying to get people to hit that click or whatever. And you know they're using bits and pieces of interviews or whatever that gains the most shock value. You know what I mean? So, no.
At the end of the day, it does make it hard to trust a for-profit business in terms of your quote-unquote news, because they're always agenda-driven. And like Tom said, this headline is going to get me the most clicks. Clicks give me money. Let's make this headline as provocative as I can make it. Therefore, you'll click on it, or you'll see it, half-ass read it,
right?
And your whole view skew is fucked up, and you go around spreading this false information. Your idiot friends believe it, and now it's 30 assholes dressed up with tiki torches and fucking khaki pants, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a cycle, bro.
So, what do you propose, Tom? What is one individual to do?
There's nothing that you can do about people believing conspiracy theories. That's. It just is what it is. Most I would say is just don't entertain it. Well, that's it. Everybody, you don't know, you can't possibly know a full story of something that you getting your information from a 1 or 2 minute clip or something like that. Especially something when everything after the fact is actually proving what actually happened. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Just.
That's the problem. In this day and age, you want your information, you want it right now, you want it as soon as it happened, and you want it to be accurate. But that's the problem. When somebody takes high-powered weaponry and fires on a crowd of 10,000 people, it's not going to be instantaneous to know the whys, the whos, the whats, and the hows. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it's not. So I get it. In that time frame where you're figuring out the actual facts, bullshit creeps in, and there come the conspiracies and the misinformation and people going off the edge because they're believing the wrong shit. I get that. You said, how do you fight it?
What does one to do as an individual?
I mean, the only thing you can do is take everything with a grain of salt. So if you don't at least see it in three places that you really trust, don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It's funny too, because I sat there and clicked on Facebook articles I thought was true. And I'm sitting there reading it like, man, this is bullshit. Because first, it won't have a writer, right? It's not written by any one person.
Yeah,
it's not dated.
Finally found Tupac's killer. Suge Knight has the. If I see that goddamn ad one more time,
right? It's grammatically incorrect. It's horribly edited. I don't know, just certain things that growing up I was taught to look for that I guess common person don't know about. So that makes it real hard to. For them to say, well, I don't know if this is fake news or not. Do I believe it? Sure. Especially if it's some shit I want to believe, then I'm going to believe it. If you write it, you know.
True.
I could write Jesus is coming back tomorrow. I promise you I'm going to get 2,000 likes on it because it's a lot of Jesus nuts out here. And shout out to him, but I'm just saying, like, that's straight bullshit.
Shout out to
the Jesus
Shout out to if you're a Jesus nut listening, man.
Yeah.
Praise Jesus.
My Jesus fish people. That's fine. That's cool. You can
Jesus
do that.
Fish coexist with the goddamn star and everybody's
That's
thing.
hilarious.
I don't know. You know, sidebar in that whole thing. The expression "take it with a grain of salt" means exactly what?
You know, I don't know. It probably came up in the 1800s. I don't know. Don't ask me these questions. Come on now.
No, use it.
It's kind of like the whole
for crying out loud.
It's like a
what does that mean?
Take it, but it's still
take a grain of salt. What the hell? I gotta take a pinch of that fucking. I gotta take a pinch of cholesterol on my shit.
Listen, that was probably back when salt was like the most exotic import and spice you could possibly get.
Take this with a grain of salt.
I don't know, man.
Add flavor. To put a bitter taste in my mouth.
Salt was the flavor. That's when this shit came from.
Salt and fat back. That's why I just was wondering. You said okay, take it with a grain of salt. Like
just take it for little. Like a grain of salt is nothing. Like, you know, if you hold value in a grain of salt, you're foolish, I guess. I guess that's what it's saying. I don't know.
Who knows? What I do know, it's almost that time, my Negro friends. I think it's time for a break. What say you?
Yay.
I concur.
Yeah.
We're going to take this quick break. Internet's be right back. Take a listen to Freshly Made Beats. This is the Blue Chocolate Fitted Show.
Yeah. It's Rose Spit.
What up, though? And it's 14 KT.
And we are Rose Gold. You are now listening to the Blue Tigers Fitted Podcast. Yeah.
Yo. Hope y'all enjoyed those beats by Mr. What is he going on now? Fresh Douglas. Fresh Dougie. Whatever it is. He be killing them shit stuff. Whatever he moniker. The Accuser, that's what I call him.
The Accuser.
Right.
You know. But he dabbles in the hip hop beats and all that. So getting into that hip hop from another Detroit.
Go ahead, say it, legend. You want to say it?
He wouldn't be wrong, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, we had the Eminem cipher on BET. Mm-hmm. I personally didn't watch the BET Awards because who does that? But
who does that?
I did. The next day, I look at the YouTube clips and all that shit the next day.
Agreed.
And I get the whole shit without the bullshit and the commercials and all that. So I saw the Uncle Luke performance or his first actual award, like he's never gotten an award or some shit before, or whatever the fuck. But they did the ciphers, and they had a few. Was it by crew or was it by area or how did it? Because I heard T Grizzly was on there, but he wasn't with Eminem, no. So it wasn't by city thing. So I don't know. Was it just random ass?
I'm not sure.
Together, or? The
only ones I saw from the whole event was Eminem, the T Grizzly, and the Cash Doll. So
yeah, that was it.
Me personally, right?
Yeah, but the main talk of I guess the best thing about the BET Awards was the Eminem cipher that everyone's talking about. After it came on, I think I saw a post where Khaled had said, "Be ready at 8" or whatever, because Eminem's freestyling. It wasn't really a freestyle.
It was definitely written.
It was some spoken word. I don't think it was written, but
it was written,
some
bro. Come on,
spoken word, type stuff. But I thought it was dope for what it was. The message. I wasn't looking into. I was expecting something completely different than what it was, and I'm cool with that. Like I was expecting him to do, because he's done a cipher before, and I thought he killed it, but. And he's done a BET cipher, then he's done his own cipher when they did release that Shady XV album or something like that. So this was just like that one, but it had more of a message and less just rappity rap stuff. And he went full in on the guy 45. He went full in on him, and I think he said a lot of things that a lot of people are feeling towards Trump, and I think he said it in a way that a lot of people wish they could, like, with the passion behind it.
But what did all the hype behind that, as far as the pushback and the backlash, like, oh, he's white, it's privilege and not using celebrity,
and it goes, everything these days is turning to black or white, of course, and it's no matter what it is. It could be, if it's a black person in support of whatever somebody white's thing, fuck you, we don't fuck with you, you cooning and all this stuff like that, unless it's actual cooning, like
Steve Harvey,
or doing some whatever this people we just saw, I can't remember their name, the two chicks, whatever,
Diamond and Silk,
doing that shit. That's, come on now, that's a little over the top. But and then you got the same thing vice versa. Let it be a white person doing something that's traditionally, black, and it's a problem. Why does he get to be the one that can say those things? Or, I mean, there's plenty of other motherfuckers that make, you got what's the dude from Compton?
Dicky?
No, the one we saw at the game that time.
From Compton. YG.
You know, he got a song that's fuck Donald Trump. He's done it too, but wasn't no backlash on that shit. It's just like it's just a black and white thing on something I don't think should be a black and white thing, because that's what I think 45 does with it. He makes things, you know, black and white. So it's just like, in a sense, I'm realizing a lot of the people I know on social media are actual like and hardcore racist towards white people. Like, you know, I'll say shit, but it's to fuck around. But these people are actually like
the super black.
Yeah, the super black,
super
militant, all that shit like that. And it's like, I mean, to each his own opinion, but I don't understand why somebody can't say, you know, this is what he does. It's not something that he doesn't do. This is his profession. He's a rapper. That's what he does. He had a stage to do it on, and he did it. I don't understand why people are saying like he shouldn't have rapped. I mean, it's not like he hasn't rapped about political stuff before. You know, I just don't. I don't know. I don't see all the backlash. I don't get it.
It's a lot of ways to look at it, right? I think it's a lot of ways. For one, like you just said, Eminem's pretty much been a political rapper for a long time. I mean, he's really always taking shots at politicians here or there. I mean, this isn't the first time. What was the one?
Fuck you, Tipper Gore.
White America.
White America.
You know what I mean? That's one of his most political things he's ever written. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of ways to look at it, like I said. So when I look at it hip hop first. It was just the acapella rap, which is Eminem's kind of thing now. He goes hard with the acapella. Mm-hmm. This one, he put a lot of passion into it, which was cool. I don't think the words, it wasn't like when it goes for like an Eminem verse, what I'm used to, I guess it was on par for it, but it's like the question is, am I over that? Mm-hmm. The answer is probably so.
Correct.
Was the message heard? Yes. Was his message cool? I don't mind it. I mean, 45 didn't even respond to the shit. Honestly, he didn't give two fucks about it.
What can you say?
There's nothing to say. So ultimately, it's just another guy, you know, stating how he feels, really. So, well, I'm not mad at it. I don't.
With that, don't you think it's crazy though that if it's a woman or a black person that says it, he will respond?
No,
like he responded to Jamila Hill.
No, I don't, because
you know, he respond even if you want to go like kind of like white for white. What's the crazy the redhead chick, real ugly comedian, the one that she did the picture in the magazine where she was holding
Kathy Griffin.
Her,
yeah,
he went in on her.
You know what I mean? Because like, that's the kind of makeup of the person he is. He goes at women.
Yeah, and I think if it's another male, he won't. Like, you see what he does to the people in his own cabinet. Like,
yeah, he barks at them.
When somebody goes back at him, he just like, oh no, we were just having fun with words, kind of shit. Nah, nigga, you bitched up because the motherfucker checks your punk that.
It's a lot. Like, how he treats women is really crazy to me. But that's, you know, so to him not responding, this whole Eminem thing is not even surprising. I knew he wouldn't, because there's nothing that's fucking. First of all, it's on BET. How many white people are actually watching BET?
Probably a lot.
Yeah. No, you didn't know about it. Listen to what Tom said at the beginning of this whole thing. He saw it the next day because it was viral. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like me, and probably like you, and probably like this who's ever listening right now. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you watching BET, that's your main problem. So it probably wasn't super viral. You know, I'm dead ass with that.
It's so true too.
Yeah, but it probably didn't, you know, hit his desk till later. And they just laughed it off and was like, "Oh, I'm about to open up a business with him." I don't know. I'm just talking shit. I ain't saying that.
Fucked up.
I ain't saying that. I do think it's interesting though that two of the biggest white guy acts both come from Detroit area, and one of them is super pro-Trump and one of them is anti-Trump. That is crazy as hell to me. But yeah, Kid Rock. Yep. So it's crazy as hell to just see how they're from the same area, because that's literally how this whole little area we are in thinks. It's either you're super with them or you're super against them.
But I don't think Kid Rock actually grew up in Detroit though.
Well, Southeast Michigan. Let's just go with that. You know what I'm saying? The whole tri-county.
Eminem was actually in Detroit. So.
Yeah, and that's why it reflects what he's saying. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, because a lot of people are, you know, around this way feel that way. Like, he not really helping us. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's a whole nother issue. But when it goes back to this Eminem thing, I don't know, man. I think at the end of the day, the message was fine. But when we look at this in the future, how are we gonna judge it? Was it just bars, or was it just Eminem tried to go at the president and the president didn't give a damn?
I think it's just a message. I mean, him just showing his support for what's going on with black people in a way that, I mean, he said before, he acknowledges that he's in a, a normally black career. You know what I mean? He's like in a society where it's black, man. That's where he grew up around, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So he, has to give respect to it. So I think it's just a way of him showing his support when a lot of people, celebrity wise, unless they're black, don't show support for Kaepernick.
Oh, I get it. I think Eminem's authentic to his experience because you listen to him speak. He sounds like a Detroit dude in a lot of ways. So I get that. That doesn't surprise me.
But what about the people, the conspiracy theory people,
Right.
that believe that he's doing this now just for publicity, right? That his album's about to drop, and this is just something to get people talking again and help him push his career. What about those people?
Well, with that, I don't think that 'cause it's not like he hasn't done one where he hasn't dropped an album before. But even if he is, I mean, he said I don't see the problem with a white person in his position saying a message that pretty much every black person in the country feels. And he's showing his support. I don't see what the problem is.
But then what about those militant black folks that are like...
Well, we all know they're on a whole different level of... I mean, they don't like certain other black people either, too. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like sometimes people can be extreme. Going along with like the conspiracy theories and all this stuff like that. Some of that stuff can be extreme. Some of that stuff can just be in your head. You know what I mean? Some of that stuff is not as proactive as they think. You're not actually, I think the ultimate goal of whatever a basis of a thought of a person should be, they want everything to be good, everybody to be good, peace on earth, that kind of shit. Everybody wants everybody to get along. When you got people that don't want to get along with people and they're like, fuck you, fuck that, fuck them just because they're this, fuck them just because, not because of who they are as a person,
right?
But they're saying that, no, just because you're white, I'm saying fuck you. You can't listen to people like that.
Yeah, the super militant dudes are kind of annoyance, bro. They're kind of not helping the goal either.
Dudes and the females.
Yeah, and the female. I get you. Because at the end of the day, we're going to have to coexist, so let's just get over that shit. I ain't going to say get over it. Let's just move on. We know what it is. We know our ground, so let's make a new ground. Shit. I get it. You super pro-black, and you should be. But it shouldn't stop you or hinder you from existing and cohabitating or however it makes. You should always be guarded, though. I get that. But you don't have to take it to those super duper extremes. Some of these motherfuckers out here be doing, like, you're not helping either, bro. Y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You ain't doing shit but complaining. They ain't do shit for nobody.
No, it don't.
Yeah. So, speaking of blacks and white culture or vice versa, whatever. So we got, there was this video of a coach for the Miami Dolphins.
A white coach.
Yeah, white coach.
Chris Forrester is his name.
So he, I think he's like offensive line coach. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
No, you're right.
So he apparently, there was a video leaked of him snorting cocaine and saying all kinds of weird stuff to whatever.
His side piece, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah. And she was black.
Kawana Negi or something.
Yeah,
like
she was black. And, she sent it for whatever reason. She sent it out to the world to show what the NFL is, what's really going on in the NFL. I want to say I heard that it was about, all this stuff with Kaepernick and all this. Well, let me show you how unfair their rules are towards the players and things like that. But, she sent this video out and, it ended up getting the coach fired. There's investigations going on if anyone else was with him and everything like that. But I think it's fucking funny, to be honest with you. Because fuck them. You do get all of these coaches that act holier than thou.
Well, he for the record, he quit.
Well, he had to. It was like,
yeah, but he played himself 1,000%.
Yeah, I don't think, like, when you have everything that everybody's complaining about, whether it's the NFL, the NBA, or whatever the fuck, behind closed doors or whenever, at the end, everybody does whatever the fuck they want to do. So, you got what's the owner of the Cowboys? Jerry Jones. You got pictures of him posing with prostitutes and like literally he got their head straight up in his like dick and shit. And you know, and then you got him go out here kneeling with his team, whatever, like a good master does, and then you know, making it like, oh, I'm in support of it. No, motherfucker, you did it before the whole shit. You missing the whole fucking point. But you did make everybody stand up during the fucking anthem. Now, hold the hand shit don't mean shit to me, but anyway. But, you know, you get one of these people exposed. It's not anything new to me at the end of the day. You know all these people do fucked up shit.
It's the great hypocrisy, man. I mean, I don't want to get like super racial with it, but, you know, it looks, outside looking in, it looks like a white man can get away with basically murder.
Yep.
Like, fuck it. Because like you said, Jerry Jones is the same guy that would quick to be defending a cocaine user, a wife beater, you know, all the scumbags. NFL players usually, for the most part, they're good guys, but it's a lot of them that have been pieces of shit. And they're in the league because they are good athletes. Jerry Jones will go to the limits to defend a piece of shit. But anybody with a voice that says, no, I want to be political, I want to stand up for injustice, you better the fuck not. And so he set up a whole firestorm when it comes to that, man. I don't even know. It's so much going on with that. The Miami coach, old girl, put his video out because the owner of the Dolphins said the same thing. Like, no, my players ain't gonna step out of line. My
I'll
players,
show you, bitch.
yeah. And she's like, okay, you want to send me video? You sending me videos of you doing cocaine, talking crazy?
Oh, you done fucked up now.
Exactly. So
fuck him.
Fuck that dude especially, but the video is hilarious, man. Chris Forrester absolutely played himself. I mean,
I know a Chris Forrester.
You know, I hope he ain't on video doing cocaine. Okay, that's all I can say about that, Chris Forrester. So,
but I mean, speaking of fucking white people doing crazy shit with stuff and assaults and shit, you got is it Harvey Weinstein?
Yep.
So it's come out. If you want to think about it, it's the reverse. It's like the opposite. It's like the white version of what was happening to Bill Cosby, but with nothing but A-list celebrities. And apparently Terry Crews too. However the fuck that figures into it, I don't fucking know. But he fucking said it. So I don't know.
Everybody
he said
hates
one
Chris
day,
Daddy, Terry Crews.
He said they were at like a party one time or so. This is the Harvey Weinstein. He said him and Terry Crews at a party one time. And Harvey walked up to him and like grabbed his dick. And Terry Crews was like, yo, man, what the fuck? And then he was like, he said some weird shit. He was like, it was an accident or some shit like that. I was like, motherfucker, don't ever, you know, like he turned into full black mode on him and shit. And they had to separate him or some shit like that.
Came up to me and grabbed my genitals.
But it's
so
like
disturbing, man.
Yeah. Apparently this has been going on for like 30, 35 years.
Oh, that's what happens in Hollywood.
And it's just like,
welcome bitches.
What's crazy to me is that you get, however this one situation came out, finally, I don't know. But you get that happen. And then now we got floods and droves of females coming out saying, oh yeah, he did this to me in 1980 and he did it. Bitch, where was you motherfuckers back then? It's like, I get it.
Well,
but it's like, y'all are like super, like, these are like super A-list people were saying this shit.
Let me see. I watched the video today. What's Kurt Cobain's wife? What was her name? Courtney Love?
Yeah, Courtney Love.
Okay, so it was a video she recorded on the interview red carpet in 2005. I forget what the specific question was, and I think it was like, what's the worst part about Hollywood? And she says, she looks directly at somebody and says, I don't want to be libeled for this, meaning I don't want to be sued, but never go to a party with Harvey Weinstein by yourself. Damn. And like walks off. This was 2005, so nobody knew what the fuck she was talking about, you know, in hindsight. I mean, first of all, when I heard his name, I ain't super fucking Hollywood familiar. I didn't know who this dude was. What's he famous for? Like, what's his biggest thing?
I mean, writing, producing.
Like, what's his biggest project? I should say.
I couldn't tell you.
Because from what I understand, he had a shit ton of power, pull, and all kinds of shit. Yeah. Which is why his hit list is all A-list celebs. Like,
what's the last name again?
Weinstein. There you go. Well, hey, I get that. But
he was actually on a. There's like for the Academy Awards, there's like a board. He was like one of them,
and he just straight got removed from that.
Yeah, they were like, I think like Tom Hanks is part of it. Whoopi Goldberg.
So he was one of those dudes that was the problem with the Hollywood establishment, basically. But how he got jammed up, I don't. Apparently, he's been falling out of power. Like you said, you didn't really name a project.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's known for.
I said Halloween, so I'm a Halloween Resurrection.
I know he had a lot of power pulling plugs. So when you combine all that with these A-list celebs, they gonna tolerate it, unfortunately, because this guy controls every aspect of the game. If he want to squeeze my left titty, I probably just got to roll with this, and that's fucked up, really.
It is fucked up
because he had that much pull. He got you signing documents saying no, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, we ain't do none of that,
right? And
he was just doing the most. So. Right. The more people, and apparently it ain't just him. Apparently it's a culture.
Of course,
probably so much. Like you had fucking Roman Polanski fucking raped underage chick and just went overseas and kept making movies and then came back after the statute of limitations went by, and everybody was cool with that. Like he's still fucking directing today, and it's just like, oh, that's just how he is. What the fuck?
That's a crazy place.
That shit. I was looking at this and they showed a video. What's his name? Corey Feldman.
Yeah,
the one that died. Whatever the
dark hair,
one with the dark hair.
Yeah,
the two Corys.
He was
two Corys.
Whatever show that Barbara Walters is on. Not her speech, but she's like, what is it, The View or some shit?
Yep.
They showed an interview of him talking to them, and he was explaining like, they was basically asking him why did he turn out so bad. Because, he got addicted to drugs and all this stuff like that. And he was like, because at a young age, us child actors were getting pimped out to a lot of these producers, directors, executives. And, you could see it like on Barbara's face. She's like, what? I don't appreciate you saying that about. And he was like, no, I'm trying to tell you this actually happens. This is real stuff. And he got blackballed after that. Like he didn't get in anything. Like
it's like Jamie Foxx right now. Y'all was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
In the week, Jamie Foxx just make somewhere somebody don't like Jamie.
He got to be picking the wrong world.
No.
And he got
the Tom Cruise thing. I think that's what that is.
I think the whole Katie Holmes and all
that.
Like,
shut him down.
Yeah.
You took my ex, bro.
Yep. I got my fucking career up, nigga.
You know what happens when they go black right now.
Go black like a motherfucker.
That shit. Tom Cruise is a 5'3" white man. Trust he ain't. No.
Scientologist too.
He trusts he has a problem with that. Let's chill on Tom Cruise before he crushes our whole movement over here. This might get back to him. Top Gun and shit,
Top Gun. You like fuck that white boy.
It's shit. I think it's shit like that. Like it's power and pull and plugs. Who's got it? I think Jamie Foxx made enough money in his career to sustain a move like that, and he's built a big enough lane where he can survive it. But like,
it's kind of hard though going from Academy Awards and shit, and doing Ray and all these big budget movies, and now you got a TV show on Fox called Shazam.
I mean, I think he's got ownership in that show, first of all, right? And ownership in Shazam, if I recall. I don't know. That's speculative. I don't know.
Power to him if he is.
Because if he got money in Shazam, it's all worth it. Fuck it.
A TV show now.
But, when this guy's out here like Harvey Weinstein, man, I hate to say it, but shit, you can't cross the wrong people in that game and expect to still be successful.
Sean killed me. He said nigga named Weinstein.
How you say it?
Weinstein.
Weinstein?
Nigga, still nigga.
Weinstein.
Yeah, Mr. Weinstein.
Weinstein. I don't know. Weinstein. Yeah, but
it's just it's crazy, man. But speaking of crazy ass shit,
ain't the craziest.
First off, does anybody have a tattoo of anybody down here that they're in a relationship with?
No.
Okay.
God, no.
So, Miss, and I'll say sexy ass Janae Aiko. Who I love her music. Music's awesome.
But her body's better.
Yeah, she's a beautiful lady. So, anywho,
look at this guy.
Big Sean's a lucky guy.
Yeah, he is.
Hell yeah.
But apparently she loves this dude enough to get his face tattooed on her. Like it's not a small tattoo.
Was that fake news, bro?
No, it's real shit.
Have you seen her besides that one arm picture?
Yeah, they got videos of her performing at her cons because she's on tour right now. So
okay.
They got videos of her. Big Sean even, shouted it out or whatever, posted it on his page and all that stuff like that. So, it's crazy. I wouldn't do no shit like that. But
isn't that an automatic death sentence? I thought that was the rule.
It can be. From what I don't know anyone. Well, I don't know anyone that has a portrait of someone they were dating,
Mm-hmm.
and it still works. I know of people that have gotten tattoos together, and it, is representative of each of them, and they still together. But it makes it more. I think it puts unnecessary pressure on certain things. You know what I mean?
I think there's like a 90% fail rate on it.
I just think mainly it's just if you're a celebrity.
real.
I'm pretty sure it's many of regular ass niggas has got it, but I'm just saying if you're a celebrity,
Mm-hmm.
that's not really something you
Right. Yeah.
do.
That's probably
what's the dude that was dating Trina, the basketball player?
Kenyon Martin.
Yeah, so he had
Yeah.
got Trina's lips on his neck, and he got it since, covered up because that was like shit.
Again.
I think he was probably like 9 niggas ago from her. But could you imagine like one of the Kardashians doing that shit? As many niggas as they go through, that shit would be fucking.
Who's to say they haven't though? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Well, I don't know. Kim, she puts it out on display.
Yeah,
so.
they all put it all out on display. So.
But at this point, they know their bodies are businesses, so they can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, that, they know what they're doing with
Like I
that.
told you, remember Rihanna's legs were like 400 million or something a piece,
Mm-hmm.
something crazy like that. And that number might not be that high, but it's like 4 or something a piece for her legs.
I believe it. I just think that shit is a death sentence. So I don't think these two are gonna last too much longer.
Damn, sure.
No, I don't. I mean, I know a few people who've done it, took the plunge, and guess what? 100% of them are not together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was dumb. Like, flat out, man. I can't even, you know what I'm saying?
You say 100%.
Of
The
them.
last times that
Of
he's
them.
seen some people, they still together, 90% fail rate.
Those regular ass people though. So
Yeah. I mean, it depends. How many people do Tom know that did it versus how many, that I know?
very true.
So,
Touche.
and I don't mean nothing by it. I'm just saying I know a bunch of people who've done it, and none of them are together. Like that was
Full
crazy.
portraits.
Men and women. Like
You know how they got that one tattoo is always like the same, the mouth and everything is the same, looking like they're like, hey! Like I hate that one. Like who put the nigga lips on, whoever.
yeah, they didn't go to Lady L. They definitely didn't go to Lady L for that.
No, sir. Shout out to Lady L.
Nah, so I don't know, man. Y'all think it's gonna last, huh?
It better.
I don't.
Damn, you niggas have no hope.
I hope it do, but I just
It'd be dope if it
Hating ass
did,
niggas.
but
the tea leaves, man.
it's been both of them have been the same with multiple people in the spotlight, like the exact same shit. So
So what's that mean, man?
if it lasts, it lasts. If it don't, it don't. I really don't give a fuck either way. That's what that shit means.
Fair enough. Yeah, he's not
So-
wrong. He is not wrong. Shout out to
Just,
regular ass.
just talking about it keep you niggas informed. I don't really give a fuck either way.
Keeping you niggas informed.
Baby!
I ain't mad at it.
Baby,
Really wanna love you. Baby, I really love you. Put your number on the phone, girl. What's that back there? Don't worry about it. Shout out to Mike Epps. Oh, dear friends, it's that time yet again. We've come to the conclusion of this show, this Blue Tigers Fitted show, on the Blue Tigers Fitted Network. You know what I mean? Regular ass time, Scumbag Sherm have been your hosts this evening. And of course, myself. You already know where I'll be.
somewhere
Somewhere.
niggas in outer space.
Nope. Coming back down. Pushing, pulling forward. Ascending and descending.
The balloon.
The
is
balloon
floating down.
is floating down.
He's out of there.
It's got the Keith Sweat shit going on, man. Every time around this time, around this hour, I get that. I got what you need.
I hate that nigga's voice, man. I hate his voice worse
girl.
than Sean hate Q-Tip voice.
Yeah. Shout out to you remembering that. Man. Shit.
Well, we were just in discuss the other day how you can't listen to Tribe, so it's okay.
Oh yeah, well I love their new shit, but that's neither here nor there.
That bitch. It's for another show,
A whole nother show.
another argument.
Baby!
I really love you.
Okay, we're done.
All right,
That's it.
anyway. All right, that's it. Got out of the system.
That's it.
All right. For next week, then. Thank you. iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. You know the channels. Be back every week. You know what I'm saying? Every Tuesday. Shermy J's going to have it up. We didn't mention Shermy J regular ass time. We haven't called Shermy J in a long
He'll
time.
be forever, Sherman J. Just gotta start calling him that every now and then.
I don't know, depending on who's on the show.
The man of many nicknames now, huh?
The Renaissance
I
man.
ain't mad at it.
Gotta think of a new one for me.
I'll take it.
I don't know. He's just regular ass time, man.
Hey, don't forget to tell the people we're on YouTube now too. So they can check more.
We've been
for
there.
us on
We're
YouTube.
back.
Yeah, we're back.
We're
on
back.
YouTube.
We're back
Yeah,
on
yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
man. uploading content.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep our fingers out the goddamn lens. No,
So like, subscribe,
comment,
yes,
all that jazz. But yeah, this is it, man. Another week. So fuck it up. Internets. Peace.